Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Coming to you live. How are we? Hello, hello. We are live and it is 7:30 on a Tuesday night, and this is where you will normally find me. Oh, everything is working. Don't you love it when that happens? Hello, do come in and say hi in the comments as you're watching. It is 7:30 on a Tuesday night, and I get to hang out with all you amazing people, and we have some crafty fun. I'm just making sure everything's working, and it's looking dang good. Rightio, what a day today. Beautiful sunshine. It was actually kind of felt springy, you know, it wasn't bitterly cold. I could have actually had a day with just the heat pump and not the fire, but it was really nice to turn that fire right down low and not stress too much about that, which I've just realised I haven't put any wood on it, and hopefully it won't go out. And Bart's not home for... Hang on a minute, ladies and gents, bear with me. Oh, yeah, I better chuck a bit of wood on there. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, sorry about that. I'm back. I haven't left you. I invite you in for a Facebook Live and then I take off and leave you. But there's now water on the fire, so I won't get shot if the fire goes out. Hey, Michael Jacinta Dot, how are you? I hope you're well. What have we got over there? 3:30 in the afternoon. Hey, Barbara Sharp, what are you up to? Hope you're well. Right. That just threw me off a little bit. I was like, crikey, I thought of it earlier. I thought, I must put some wood on that fire. Rightio, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Fiona. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Southland, New Zealand. And on a Tuesday night, I come in here and we do a little bit of live crafting. Hey, Joycelyn. So I'm going to flip the camera over and show you some live crafting. It's a cool little project. What I do, for those that don't know, is I'm going to do a project, and you've got a week to have a go at it. And then if you do have a go, your name will go up on the winner wheel. So everybody that had a go last week will be in the draw to win a prize this week. So that's exciting. Right. Drop you down. This is my desk, clean and tidy. Well, the bits that you can see are clean and tidy. Jan, how are you? She is here in body, but she's asleep. Shh, Jan's sleeping. Hey, Lynn, Carol, how are you? Right, so we're going to use some of what I call Grandma's nightie. Grandma's nightie, I like to call this paper. And we're going to make a fun interactive card and or mini album. So we've got the crisp cantaloupe with the golden glow. We've got the hydrangea hue with a bit of what's that, Barely Blush. Peaceful Pine and... what's on the other side? Hydrangea hue. Hydrangea hue on one side. Oh, I like that one. I think I might use that one. Yeah, not a fan of that one. What's this one? I don't mind this one. No, I think I'm going to go with this one. Right, so you do need a piece of 12 by 12. Barbara Sharp completed our fortnightly shopping. Absolutely buggered. Glad to sit. Oh, I'm glad you can sit down and rest, Barbara. Shopping is not my favourite thing either, I can tell you. Right, so we're going to need to score this. Now, don't worry too much about the measurements, because I will put the measurements in the post tomorrow. But if you want to work with me, you can. You're going to need your trimmer that has got a scorer on it. We do need to open the arm. So basically, make sure the blade is put away, because we do not want to cut this piece of paper, do we? Right, we're going to score it at 4 inches. Gigi, darling, how are you feeling? Oh my gosh, poor Gigi, not so good. Not so good. Wendy, how are you? Oh, I was excited to get your message today. I've been thinking about that. So 4 inches and 8 inches. This is in inches tonight. You know, I generally work in metric, but because we're working with a sheet of 12 by 12, we are going to work in inches. So we score it at 4 inches, slide it along, and we're going to score it at 8 inches. Okay? we're going to turn it around like so. So we've got 4 and 8. Now, why does that not look even? It is even. Just double check my own maths. 4, 8. Oh, yes, all right. Don't worry about me. You're going to turn it, and now we're going to score it again at 3.5 inches. I'll try and keep an eye on the comments. Hope you're feeling much better, GG. Mine's still, my cough is still annoying. So we're going to score that at 3.5, okay? We're going to slide that all the way over to 8 3/4. 8 3/4, all right? Give it a score then. Hey, Sue, how are you? Glennis has made it to Darwin. Right, so we've done those scoring. So this way we have a 4-inch panel, score at 4 and 8. So we've got 4, 8, 12. So we've got a 4-inch, 4-inch, 4-inch. But then we turned it and we scored it at 3.5 inches, and then we scored it at 8 3/4 inches. So what we just want to do now is we just want to burnish all of these both ways, backwards and forwards. Hello, Nicky Joe. How is the gorgeous Kapiti Coast? I hope you're well. So just just burnish it both ways, you know, so it bends both ways. And we'll do this side. Okay. And then we're going to do this side. Nice piece of 12 by 12. We're going to do the same with the other 2 score lines. There it is there. Oh, make sure it's all nice and straight. Straight is something some people can do and some people can't do. Try and get it straight. There we go. So we scored that both ways, and now we're going to score this one here. Where is it? There it is. We'll score that one both ways. And we'll flip that over. Yep. You're good, that's good. Good to hear, Nikki. Right, so as you can see, I've burnished it all. Now, I would like you to put the DSP, so the columns that are 4 inches, yeah, the ones that are even, they need to be running this way. So 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. And these 2 smaller flippy flappies, okay, they are across the top and the bottom, all right? Okay, so I like to put the smallest flippy flappy down the bottom and the one that's a little bit bigger across the top. Does that make sense? Make sure you've got where it's scored at 4 and 8 needs to be running this way. So this becomes the top. So what you can do is grab a pencil. I had one earlier. What did I do with it? It's in this pigsty. Oh, here it is. And you can write the word top right there. So, oh gosh, you can't see that very well. The lighting's a bit crap, isn't it? There we go, top. I'll see if I can bring that around a bit more. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do some simple cutting now. So the top left-hand corner, we want to cut that out completely. We do not want that here. So you can use your trimmer, or because we've already scored it, sometimes it doesn't work very nicely in the trimmer. So just grab your scissors, and we're just going to remove that piece all together. It's a bit hard to do without my head above it. So we're just going to remove that piece all together. And we can save it. We're not going to, like, not use it. Okay, so we've got that. And you actually want to just, I know it sounds ridiculous, but you want to just take it, you want to make sure you actually cut the whole score off. You don't want to leave any of the score line. Just take that whole thing off, okay? So we've chopped that whole top corner out. Now this corner here, we're going to just cut across there, all right? So that corner, we took it off completely, but this one here, we're not going. And we do want to leave a wee slither between these 2 bits. Now, a fun way of doing it is folding it over and cut very closely to the edge. So just very closely, I'm just going to try and get my scissors very closely. Oh, so close, I almost shot off. And then just remove that little bit there. what you're wanting to do is when you open it up, you need to have a slither down there, a wee gap. Can you see that gap there? You need to have a wee gap. All right. And that's that one. So we've done the top row. So we've got 4 inches, 8 inches. We got rid of that one completely. And this one we just cut in like so. Now we're going to come down to the bottom. So that was the top left, top right. Now we're coming down to the bottom right. You want to grab yourself a pencil and a ruler. And hello, Michelle Moynihan. How are you? And we're going to draw a diagonal line from where the score lines intersect to the corner. Like so. Can you see that pencil line? Whip. And we're going to cut up that pencil line. Sue is in Australia watching. Leslie Jackson, my goodness, how are you? Haven't seen your name up there for a while. Hope you're well. So that's going to go up there. Okay. See how we've ended up with a slit like that? Because they're going to fold over like so. Okay, so we don't cut them off. We just, you know, we just create a wee flapper. Now, this one over here, see how we made that slither there? Well, this time we're going to make the slither up here. So once again, the easiest way to do it is fold it over, but you could just cut it with the scissors. But I'm going to make the slither. Oh, that's a bit thick, that one, but it won't matter. And I'll just snip that off. Okay, so then we're going to open that and see how I've got a slither down there now. All right, does that make sense? Are we keeping up? So the top row, we remove it, we leave it, we cut in from the side. The middle, we don't do anything with. This bottom corner, we made a pencil line from there to there, and we cut it up, and we create these 2 little doo-doos. And this time, down in this corner, we're creating that slither again, but we're coming up from the bottom rather than the side. So we're going to now put it together. Here we need to put a little notch. So I just got a circle punch and I'm just going to punch out a wee notch like so. Keep that over there. And using your glue, you're going to glue the sides. Now if you use tape, you're just going to have to make your insert smaller than the measurements that I've said. So we just run a very small slither of glue up that side and a very small slither of glue on that side. Oops. Like so. And then we just fold that up and push it over like so. The reason we took the slither off is so that it fits in here nicely and doesn't buckle when we go to fold it. Does that make sense? It does look interesting. So there we go. So we've just, and make sure these lines are all nice and straight. And then you can't have that edge coming over that score line. And that's why we took off that slither. So now we'll come down to these little triangle pieces. Now I'm just going to run glue over there and it's going to get folded that way. And then I'm going to run glue along there and that's going to get folded that way. And that'll create 2 pockets. Okay, so on this one, the glue goes across the bottom. You don't need a lot of glue. It's just paper on paper. Sometimes people just get a little bit carried away with the amount of glue they use. You just need a wee slither. It's just paper. Okay, so that's a nice little pocket there. And now we're going to run glue down this edge and fold this over. Now, I saw something similar to this by a lady called Really Robin. And it was different. Like, I liked her concept. I did like the concept, but I thought, oh, I could just do that a bit different. A bit different. And of course, as you know, on the weekend, I went creating with an amazing bunch of ladies and I managed to make 4 albums. Well, I'm currently addicted to albums. So this is a card, but it can be used as an album. So there we go. Can you see what I've done there? Pocket, pocket. So we're going to come back to this one up the top. Now what you're going to do is you're actually going to fold a bit of it back like so. Just fold a little and grab your bone folder. And you want to make sure that you cover up your writing. If you have, just rub it out otherwise. And now we're going to put glue along this edge and this edge to create another pocket. So just glue along there. Glue along there. Fold that over. Making sure that this score line here is not obstructed by any paper. All right. So that's super easy. And I like to, and then we'll just glue this little flapper down. Just put a little bit of glue under there. Doesn't need much. There we go. So there is our card or mini album. So what I like to do is I like to go up and down, over, just pushing it all together, and over. And then you'll see it is the size of a card, just slightly smaller. It's thin enough to pop in an envelope. So this is where the fun begins on how you're going to decorate it and what you're going to use it for. If you want to make a card with lots of fun sentiments and there's heaps of room for people to write messages, then this is the cool card. Now I'm going to also give you the measurements for everything. So in the middle here, this big middle panel that we have here is 5 inches this way and 3 3/4 of an inch that way is the size we need. So we're going to bring that trimmer back in. I'm going to use some Barely Blush. We're going to cut that at 5, and then we're going to cut that at 3 3/4. All right, and that's going to go in the middle like this. Oh, that looks pretty. Ooh, I like that. So we're going to glue that in. Now, bear in mind, the more we put in it, the puffier it's going to be. So if you don't want it too puffy, don't go sticking too much in it. Oh, thank you, Leonie. How are you? Just going to put that there. I hope you're well, my dear. You are definitely going to want to come down for the next retreat at the Camp Columba. You are going to love it because I know you, and you would love the location. You would love how relaxed it is. I'm also going to put a piece of white because this is where I'm going to cut my, this is where I'll write my message, I think. So we need it to be 1/4 inch smaller, so 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, because we drop we drop 1/4 inch, remember? So that's that. Yeah, and see how it just gives us that lovely wee border. So we'll glue that on, and this is where you could write your message, or you could stamp a sentiment in here. You could do anything. Actually, I know what I've got, but I'll do that at the end. I'll get all the bits made. Okay, so we basically now are going to make 4 inserts. 1 for there, 1 for there, 1 for there, and 1 for there. These two are very similar because they are the same size. So we're going to grab our white. Oh, we'll stick with the Blushing Bride, actually. So these ones are 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. 3 1/2, 3 1/2. Now this is where you would stamp some sentiments and make it all pretty. So this one would go in here. Okay, slide that down there. And then I know it doesn't make sense. I'm not an inches girl for sure, so it must sound funny. I have got the metric measurements written down next to me, but because it's something like 9.5 centimeters by 12.7 centimeters, I thought the points would throw in, like it's 10.2 by 20.4. So I stuck with inches, just, but bear in mind it is inches because normally I do work in metric. So this is just to keep you on your toes. I found some of my ephemera, and some of it matches the colour. That says wishing you were here, heartfelt. Sending you my love, baby. So these are stickers. Is that going to look? Yeah, that's going to look cool. How do we get these off? You can tell. There we go. Just flick these off, and I'm actually going to stick. Yeah, you know me. You know I can't do it. You know I can't do it. That gets stuck on there. I just can't do it. Right. So we're going to go around the sticker. Got to do that layering, eh? It just stiffens up your embellishment. It makes sure you don't have any gooey sticky bits sticking out. I think we should make this at the next crop. Sounds like a plan. I've got so many projects we can make at the next crop. I've already found a new album that I think you guys are going to love. It's one I made many, many years ago when I was putting my sleeping bag away, which I found after the retreat. Don't laugh at me. I found my box of albums. So I'm going to stick this here. So I just want to make sure that the glue stays on that side. Okay. So that goes on there like so. Oh, isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, what else have we got in this ephemera pack that we could use? Happy birthday. Hello. Hooray. Hooray. What else have we got? Hey there, friend. Oh, for you. How about we do that? I like that. For you is going to go. I'm just going to peel the sticky back off. Right, get rid of that. Okay, and I'm going to stick that right in the middle of this one. Make sure I get it right. Oh, I'm just going to bring it there. Nope, change my mind. I got an idea. I've got an idea. See, this is what happens when I craft. I'm making something and then this bright idea pops into my head and then it goes off in a completely different tangent. So I'm going to stick a bit of sticky tape underneath the sticker. Oop, make sure the sticker doesn't stick to everything. Take that piece of sticky tape off because I'm loving ribbon at the moment. And I've got this gorgeous gold tangle. Where is it? Where's the end? If I was the end. There I am. There it is. I saw it. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, where's it gone? Here. So stick the end on there, on the sticky tape. Wrap it around like so. A couple of times. And then we'll go on a wonky. On an angle. And then we'll go that way. Okay, so now snip that off, right? And just because I don't want this jolly thing to fall off, I'm going to put lots of adhesive on there as well. Then I'm going to stick the For You over the sticky. Isn't that better? Doesn't that look much better than with just by itself? Okay. Yay, I might have the first one done like that. Oh, funny. Oops. Got glue on my fingers. Okay, so that's that one. So that's going to get tucked in there. Oh, it looks a bit sexy, doesn't it? Okay, so now we need one in here and one in here. And of course, these two have the same width, but they are different heights. Okay, so the width on this one is 3. You want to make these 3 3 3/4 that way. So I just, oh, and then I see it ended up with right old pigsty over here now. So 3 3/4, get rid of that. 3 3/4. One of them is going to be 2 3/4. But I will put these measurements up for you. So don't panic. That one goes, I think they're both the same from memory. Yeah, they are. So that one goes in there. And 2, what did I say it was? 2 3/4 in this one. All right. Oh, I just had a brainwave. Just see if that's the same. Oh, it is. Okay, I've just made, look, and this is what I do. I just make up shit as I go along. So I just happen to have the right size there. I've made a fold and it's going to go in half like that. So it's kind of like you could put a secret message in there. You could decorate this as well. We could put this on here. Let's do that. I'm just winging this as we go. Because I've got time, haven't I? Yep, I've got 5 minutes. Holy moly. Where does the half hour go? I tell you. So I'm just going to pop this on here like that. And I'm just going to chop off the excess. And cut that off as well. Okay. So that looks cute, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. And we need to put something on that because it's a bit boring. It's a get-together scrapbook craft. Pardon me. Oh, a crop. A crop is when you take your own projects and your own supplies and you work on your own projects. But what I did at this particular event, I also offered classes. So you could work on your class, and then when you'd had enough of that, you could go back and work on your own projects. We were there for 4 days. So a crop basically means you take your own projects along, you work it, and we all helped each other, and we all went round the room looking at everyone's work, and oh, it was just awesome. It really was awesome. I can't believe I got 4 albums made. Holy moly. I've got some of these old rub-ons, so I'm just going to use these for a bit of texture. So I'm just going to put that there, and then I'll grab my bone folder and just rub these on. I don't think you can get these anymore, which is a bit of a bugger because I really like them. I think we've used them heaps in class. So it just gives you a little bit of juju. So that one could go in there. Okay. And you could just go when it comes to decorating. We haven't got time tonight, but you fold. So this one is a portrait one. It's narrow at the top, long on the side. So fold that up, fold that over, fold that in, fold that in. Then you could create a belly band. You could create whatever you like. You could just do a little latch. But I'm going to show you 3 that I've made today because we're running out of time. So the first one I made is my son's birthday is coming up, and I really wanted to give him something when we go over at Christmas time. So I know that's got nothing to do with his birthday, but anywho, so this one here, I've just done some fun ribbon. I've cut the DSP, and this is the belly band. So this is quite a thick, chunky belly band. It's quite a decent size. Okay, now this one is landscape. So this time we're going to open it. So the one I just made was portrait, and this one's landscape. Okay, so this one opens this way, and I've made a wee mini album. It's got "'Tis the Season to Be Jolly," and I've just got photos of when Eden has been visiting us at Christmas time. So this was over in Cromwell. And then that's going to go in the open up like this. So we've now got the 1, 2, 3. In the middle, we've got "Very Merry, wishing you love and happiness that lasts a lifetime." You know, I'm always wishing my son the best. And then this pops open and this pops open. And of course, here we are 4 days before Christmas. I've got some fun photos again of him in Cromwell. I've made some little embellishments. This is so the pocket at the top of that one is on the side of this one. So that just slides out like that. That's down at Stewart Island. So that goes in there. And then down the bottom, you know, me and my boy. Me and my boy. And I've got another photo of me and my boy. So not just a card. It could be anything. You could make it a personalised card and put photos of the birthday person's photos in there. But yeah, so I like to put the big bit in, and then, no I don't. I tell a fib. I put the flaps in, fold it up, fold it over, and on goes the belly band. Okay, so when it comes to decorating, this is where you get to show your personality. The next one I made is, as you know, I'm addicted to watching Purdy Pate. So Purdy Pate, she's awesome. Loving the ribbons. She just does so much fun stuff with ribbons. So this is a thinner belly band, slightly thinner. Okay, once again, this one also opens up in landscape, and I haven't done a lot. This is a card, a birthday card. So here I've got have a lovely day, and I could put vouchers in here and special messages. Happy birthday. On this one I've put always be by your side with a little bit of DSP on the bottom. Tuck that back in there. And then this one over here, best friends forever. And down the bottom, I've done just a nice big panel just for you. And I could write messages all over this. So pop your sides in, flip that over, and pop the belly band on. What do you reckon? Is that a yay or a nay? I can't see comments. Oh, thanks, Kay. Right. So next one, obviously I was very lucky to get the Winnie the Pooh pepper. So I thought this would be great for a little birthday card gift holder for, you know, a little person that's celebrating. Once again, I've just added some ribbons and some fluff and twine just to give it that textured look. You're going to slide the belly band up, and of course when you slide it up, there is Pooh Bear. He's at the door of his little house there. So we're opening it up and opening it up. Now this one I haven't done any inserts yet because I am going to put photos of said person in here. So that's a pocket there. I've got a horrible feeling. Have I glued that shut? No, it's just a tight pocket. So sometimes if a pocket's a bit tight, don't be frightened to get your bone folder in and just work it up a bit, you know. Just give it a wee bit of a zhuzh around. And then there they all are at the table, 100 Acre Wood on the map. And there's another little corner pocket there I'll pop something into. So that is the Winnie the Pooh paper. So there you go. And then I've done that, and then I've done that on the back, and then like I say, you put the little belly band on, and if it slides right down, you can't see Pooh Bear until you slide that up. So there you go. What do you reckon? So this one I will finish tomorrow, so that I'll put a belly band on it, and I'll make it look really pretty. And I'm just going to flip the camera over now and back to me. Now, you will hear the dogs barking because their pa just came home and they get a little bit excited. In fact, they go quite psycho. So I'm just going to come over here. And I'm going to check the messages. Oh, everyone's loving it. Yay! Awesome. And look, as I say, it can be a card or it can be an album. It's personal choice. It could be a combination of both. You could put sentiments and photos. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring over the winner wheel for everybody that had a go at last week's card. Now, last week's card had that sort of tower in the front, and then we made the little mechanism to have something on the front. So actually, a few of you gave it a crack. So well done, Boris! Does anybody want a Jack Russell? I swear. So 20 of you gave it a go. We had Jan, Raywin, Michael, Nikki, Deirdre, Anne F, Lynn J, Sandra C, Joy, Lynn C, Leonie H, Ann G, Ann T, Melissa Emma, Marilyn, Josie, Barbara, Linda, and Carol. So congratulations to all you amazing ladies that had a go at last week's challenge. As you know, if I could give you all a prize, I would, but I can't. So here we go. I'm just going to, I do apologize for that noise. I'm just going to flip this around. So here we go. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, rub your lucky knickers, and the winner wheel is going to stop on tonight's lucky winner because they've been crossing their fingers and toes and rubbing their knickers. And tonight's winner chicken dinner goes out to lovely Linda down in Invercargill. Now Linda is she is in my team. She does amazing. Her and her mum, they support all my classes down in Invercargill, and of course they've been to a few of my events here too in Matara. So I'm just going to grab, what can I give Linda? Because I know what Linda might like. Just wait there, folks. Wait there. I have got, there's Barbara's, and that's Evelyn's. I need to send that up to Evelyn. Oh, it's not in there. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I know I've got it here. Oh, crap, somewhere. Oh, I know what she can have. Linda, you know, I know. Best trimmer in the world. Set of blades coming your way. You can never have too many blades for the trimmer. And I know because she's in my team, she has like so much stuff. You know, that's a good thing. So a set of blades, totally something that you always need for your trimmer. They are coming out to you. So congratulations, Linda. One lovely packet of blades. How cool is that? Now, don't forget the DSP and the cardstock sale is still on till the end of August. Take advantage of that, especially if you're a demonstrator. Not only do you get the sale price, you get your demonstrator discount off the sale price. So it's double dipping at its best. I mean, what more can I say? So do you have any questions before I depart the scene? I'm just going to check my comments one more time. Yes, congratulations, Linda. Winnie the Pooh is the best. Jude made some beautiful cards with Winnie the Pooh. Some pup is a little excited there in the back. I bet. Poor old Zena's probably going, where the heck are those dogs coming from? I tell you. Oh, Linda just said her comments aren't working. And I do know that that is an issue. For some stupid reason, Facebook didn't update and not everybody can comment. She loves the project. Thank you, Linda. I know you will put those blades to good use. All right, everybody, Bart's home. I'm going to head off now and have some dinner with him, and then we will see you Friday. I've got a class here in Matara. If you've got nothing to do on Friday, come and hang out with us because we're like the cool people, and we have yummy food. And then there'll be a sketch challenge as well, and I'll be back on Sunday with the roundup of the week and, of course, some more prizes to give away. I also will show you some hot foiling on Sunday because my new Christmas foils dies have turned up and I really want to show you them. So on Sunday, we're going to do some hot foiling. So be sure to tune in for that at 8 o'clock. All right, everybody? Ta-ta!